Hello everybody, it's Joe Savage here. In this video I'm going to tell you how I reinvented myself having moved back to Ireland. I've set up a personal YouTube channel with the expressed intent to talk to people about my journey of reinventing Joe. How that works, why that works, what that means, what that's about. Now I got that phrase from a gentleman who I have done business with for more than 20 years now, who told me he was impressed with how I reinvented myself. Didn't think I was, in fact, reinventing myself. I wasn't planning to do it. There was no strategy there. There was no Gantt chart. There was no plan to become somebody new or somebody different. But somehow I've been described as the guy who's reinvented himself. And in some ways, people see that as something admirable. But I suppose the purpose of the channel is to I suppose be frank with people, be honest with people, and to help people who may very well need support and maybe wants to follow me on this journey as I talk about how I settled back into Ireland and how I worked in a consultancy or set up my own consultancy and how I work with contractors. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that because that's not what this is about. This is about the personal side of Joe Savage and how Joe Savage has reinvented his life. Now, I'm not a seasoned YouTuber, so I'm not going to give you all these thumbnails of drama and stuff like that. What you'll get from me is some frank ideas, some thoughts, a little bit of inspiration, and my thoughts on how the world looks today and how things are going for me. And I hope that there will be something in that will add value to people who are experienced in life like I am. I'm 62 years of age now. I'm almost 63. Well, not almost, another 6 months. And I feel the same today as I did when I was 30 years of age. I get it, I probably don't look the same. But I feel healthier and fitter and better today than I did when I was 30. And that's come as a result of a mindset shift, a health shift, and a health scare I had a couple of years ago that sort of, I suppose, shook me up a little bit. I talked a little bit in a couple of videos a little while ago because I was doing something on LinkedIn for my business, and I was talking about the frog that got cooked in the squat. And I always had a fear of being this frog. Many years ago, I was at a motivational speech, or it was actually a company-led management training thing, but it felt like a motivational speech. And there was a guy on the stage and he was talking about getting cooked in the squat, and I didn't know what he was talking about, but he talked about this frog in a saucepan. And the frog sat there in the saucepan and the heat was put on and the water was warm and it was cozy. It was a nice place to be. And the frog enjoyed it and stayed there some more, but as the heat got hotter and hotter, the poor frog got cooked. He got caught, he got cooked in his comfort, he got cooked in the squat. And in some ways, I spent 40 odd years, but certainly the last 20 odd years at C-suite level, working hard all over the world, and I mean all over the world, everywhere from Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Qatar, the Maldives, Morocco, to mention but a few, and London, of course. And I worked hard. I worked 10, 15-hour days. I had large teams of people working with me, working for me. And in that environment, you just keep your head down, you get on with it, and time flies. Indeed it does. So I found myself suddenly 2 years ago, the opportunity was to go to live and work in Saudi Arabia in a senior management role in the company I had been working for 12 years at this stage. But I didn't want to go back to the Middle East. I decided that in the benefit of my young son, who's 12 years of age now, I needed to give him a solid base. I needed to give him somewhere to grow friends and to have a school and have an education. And to my mind, there was no place better than the place I knew best, which was here in Ireland. So I came back here and I brought my son and my family back here. And, you know, for the last couple of years, he's settled in and has been doing reasonably well. and will do better and better as time goes by. So that's a little bit of background. This is about a channel that I want to talk frankly, openly, in a very much in a vlog type way with people about what motivates me, why I do what I do, what I've done, what value and benefit I've got from a 40-year career in management and construction management internationally across the world. And I'd like to be able to add some value to you, and I'd like to be able to give you my feedback, my perspective on things, which won't always be right, but my perspective on things, and hopefully that perspective can bring you along on the journey with me. I'm going to be doing things like cooking and hitting the gym and chatting about my frustrations and challenges and books that I've read, etc. So if that kind of content resonates with you, if you think that could add value to you from the experience that I've had over the years and my perspective on things, then send me a comment, like and subscribe, so I can get the flavor for whether or not this is worth continuing. I think it is, and I look forward to many chats with you as the weeks, months and years go by, and hopefully we can add value to people across the world. Look forward to it. Until the next video.